They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense working from the pistol. A quick pass to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Sellers. He'll pull it down. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Clark. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Got enough for the 1st. Got a little grass. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Washington. Got enough for the 1st. Still running at the 40. There he goes to the right. Tag. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Sellers. Oh, they're after him. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get him on the ground. And it'll be a first down. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Snagged in the middle. It's Clark. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Throwing Sellers. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Clark. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Great job by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running inside, it's Clark. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Here's Sellers to throw. Shoots it to the left. That's real. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Start on the ground with Washington. On his feet at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. We really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job.
And the ball slipped out. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Play action with Williams. Now improvising. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the 1st down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
On the move. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Sellers. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To throw, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Runs through the... It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Throwing, Sellers. Pressure coming. Quarterback's got the first. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find...
Lets it fly deep downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact.
To the house! Touchdown, South Carolina!
And that's a touchdown this offense absolutely had to have to keep it to a one-possession game before going in at halftime. That touchdown is going to do wonders for this team's confidence.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Motion from the wideout. Here's Williams to throw. A little screen to the running back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Here's Williams. On the run, still looking. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies. and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Inside, it's Fletcher. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Mensah. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And the Canes want to crank the tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Got a man, it's Vaughn. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? There's a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing. And it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Finds his man. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. As we get a look at the numbers so far, they are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Throwing St. Clair. Sets up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Here's Mensah to throw.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the run, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Tavian St. Clair throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. The extra point here would tie the game.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher fighting off the defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Mensah. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
He wants to change this route. St. Clair. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Running inside, it's Jackson. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Jackson. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Looking for a huge play. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand. Go ahead and roll the nice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the third quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Offense changing the play. Throwing St. Clair. Makes the grab.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. On the move. Makes it past the marker. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to him on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. He stopped well short of the line to gain at the 22. Not a chip shot field goal, but certainly makeable. We'll see what they do on 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Took care of it himself. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
On the direct snap, it's Fletcher. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here's Mensah to throw. And wings it incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Here's a heat. Finds the tight end. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Might be changing the route. Tavian St. Clair going to take a shot at this DB. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Move. Throwing, Mensah. That's caught. It's Pringle. It's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. He's going to take a shot. He's got it down the field. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Mensah. He's got it on the run.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They just keep firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Pass to 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. The Hurricanes back on top.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking them back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation that's interesting, do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Making side adjustments here. Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. It's complete on the right side. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on fourth down.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
The Buckeyes will go for it here on fourth down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. It's a seam wide open. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The Buckeyes with an answer.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Compton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Mensah to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking to throw. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen. We had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip, for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Well, you don't see this every day. They're lining up for an onside kick on the opening kickoff. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Jackson.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Firing to the right, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
They were really set up on the opening drive, but a big third down coming here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. St. Clair from the gun on third down. Makes a catch. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this defense talked about it all week. Don't give up the big play. Opening drive, they give up a go route to the wide receiver for 6. Not the way they wanted to start, but how about the offense? Being aggressive early in this football game, that's one of the keys to the game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Williams. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive and then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big third down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll run the option. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
The Irish needing just inches for the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. Extra point here will tie the game. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, better look out! Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback making checks. He'll run it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Under fire. Inside the 25. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Porter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This should be the last play of the quarter. Running inside, it's Williams. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Defense in press coverage. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. He might want another play. St. Clair. Moving out to the right. On the move, he fires. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Get it out on the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Running the red zone. It's Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Porter. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Right back to it. There's some room. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Fourth down, Carr. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
One of the reasons this this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, they decide to go onside kick, and how about the effort by the kicking team, able to dive on that ball and keep possession?
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's in open space downfield. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Second down coming up. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay. They finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw. It's Carr. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. A spectacular one-hand grab. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the pressure. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping them.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like they'll...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Throwing St. Clair. Plucks it out of the air. Crosses the 45. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Here's Carr to throw. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the third time today.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll ride the hot hand. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Jumped on top of the pile. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Quarterback may change this route. Tavian St. Clair. He lofts one down the sideline. Picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Nice read, nice break. Good job by the defender understanding that ball had some air underneath it. Takes advantage of it, goes and makes the big play.
The give is to Williams. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. What a grab with one hand. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, we don't need to complicate this. This is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Throwing, Carr, looking to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking left. And they're not on the same page there.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So first down will open up the final period. Sends it back in motion. C.J. Carr firing again. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. Runs through a tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. This is a designed run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Could not make his way to the corner.
And this is the beauty of getting in these third down and manageable situations. It makes it so much easier for an offense. Now you can run your RPO game, and everybody has to respect that run. I read it. He reads it correctly, spits it out on the perimeter right now. Your guy does the rest of the work. Nice third down execution.
They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Carr unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. St. Clair finds his tight end. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
I love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end could take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
It's money time, and my quarterback's got to come through, and boy, does he ever. It wasn't with his arm this time, but with his legs. You don't account for his legs? Look at this. Scramble around, get outside the pocket, make something happen, and make the heads-up play to stop the clock by stepping out of bounds.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Running inside, it's Jackson. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Fighting Irish. Oh, their first timeout. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Using his feet. Here's a little room there. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The lone back's got it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They're rushing to the line, already in position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice.
Diving for the score, and they knock it free. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Last chance coming up. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
54, red 54. Here we go, ready. Blue, where did he go? Now, ready. Wide 53, wide 53. Go, go. Ready, ready. White 29, set. Where did he go? Down, ready. Red 18, red 18. Go! Keep on coming, baby. Ready. Red, go, go. Down, ready. Black 88, black chip. Go, go! Ready! Black 14, ready, go! Here we go, ready! White 80, go, go! Down, ready! Blue, ready, go! Ready, ready! Black 18, black 8, hey, move! Ready, go! Down, ready! Blue, 30, ready, go! Ready! Red, go, go! Down, ready! Blue, 20, jet! Ready, go! Ready! Wide, 52, chip! Go! Here we go, ready! White 20, go, go! Good job! That's the way you fly, down, ready! Red 18, go, go! Ready, ready! Red 80, ready, go! Down, ready! Black 80, go, go! Ready! Black 40, ready, go! Down, ready! White 80, ready, go! Ready! Blue, ready, 5, white 80, go! Here we go, ready! Black 18, black 18, go, go! Down, ready! Blue, 30, white 80, go! Ready, ready! Red 54, red 54, go! Down, ready! Blue 20, go, go! Ready! One, hey, move! Go, go! Down, ready! White 20, ready, go! Ready! Red 18, Down, ready. Blue 22, jet. Ready, go. Ready, ready. Wide, ready, go, go. Down, ready. White 20 up, shift. Ready, go. Ready. Ready, move. Ready, go. Down, ready. Ready, go. Ready. Right, 88. Go, go. Here we go. Ready. Black 14. Ready, go. Down, ready. Wide 80. Jet. Go. Ready, ready. Blue, ready, Bob. Go, go. Down, ready. Black 18. Go, go. Ready. Blue 30, ready, go. Down, ready. Red, shift. Go, go. Ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Hey, move. Ready, go. Here we go. Ready. One, jet. Ready, go. Down, ready. White 29. White 80, go. Ready, ready. Red 18. Go, go. Down, ready. Red, white 80, go. Ready. Let's go. Down, ready. Black 14, go, go. Ready. Wide 80. Let's go, go. Here we go. Ready. Ready, go. Down, ready. Black 18. Go, go. Ready, ready. Blue 30, ready, go. Down, ready. Red, ready, go. Ready. Blue, ready, go. Down, ready. One, go, go. Ready. White 29, white, ready, go. Here we go, ready. Ready, shift. Go. Ready, ready. Flag 88. Go, go. Go, ready. Flag 14. Flag 14. Ready, go. Ready. Flag 80. Flag 80. Hey, move. Go, go. Down, ready. Blue 85. Blue 85. Ready, go. Ready. Flag 18. Ready, go. Here we go. Ready. Blue jet. Ready to go. Down, ready. Red. Go, go. Ready, ready. Blue 22. Tip. Ready to go. Down, ready. Wide, go. Ready. White, go, go. Down, ready. Red 18, red 18. Go, go. Ready. Red 80. Ready, go. Here we go. Ready. Flag. Hey, move. Go, go. Down, ready. Flag 14. Jet. Ready, go. Ready, ready. Line 80. Ready, go. Down, ready. Blue, ready. Line 80, go. Got it. Ready. Flag 18. Flag 18. Down, ready. Blue 30. Blue 30. Ready. Red 54. Red 54. Go, go. Good boy, baby. Here we go. Ready. Blue. Ready to go. Down, ready. Wide, go. Ready? Black 14. Ready, go! Here we go. Ready? One, X ready, go! Down, ready? Blue, ready. White, ready, go! Ready, ready? Black 18. Go, go! Down, ready? Blue, 30. White, ready, go! Ready? Let's go! Now ready? Blue, 20. Hey, move! Go, go! Ready? Wide, ready, go, go! Here we go, ready? White 20, ready, go! Now, ready? Red 18, set! Go, go! Ready, ready? Red 80, shift! Ready, go! Down, ready! Black 80, ready, go! Ready! Black 40, white 80, go! Down, ready! White 80, go, go! Ready? Blue 85, white 80, go! Here we go, ready? Black 80, go! Down, ready? Blue 30, go, go! Ready, ready? Red 54, go, go! Down, ready? Blue 20, ready, go! Ready? One, go, go! Down, ready? White 20, ready, go! Ready? Red 18, red 18! Ready, go! Here we go, ready? Red 80, red, white 80, go! Down, ready? Black 88, go, go! Ready, ready? Black 15, white 80, go! Down, ready? White 80, go! Ready? Ready? Flag 88, go! Here we go, ready? Flag 14, go, go! Now, ready? Line 80, go, go! Ready, ready? Blue 85, ready, go! Go, ready? Flag 18, go, go! Ready? Blue jet. Ready, go! Now, ready? Red, ready, go! Ready? Blue 22, blue 22, 180, go! Here we go! Ready? Wide 53, wide 53. Go, go! Now, ready? Wide 29, wide 29. Chip. Ready to go! Ready, ready? Wide 18, go! Go, ready? Ready, go, go! There we go, there we go. There we go, baby. Ready? Flag, hey, move. Go, go! Now, ready? Flag 14, ready, go! Ready? Flag 80, let's go, go! Here we go, ready? Ready, go! Now, ready? Flag 18, ready, go! Ready, ready? Blue 30, blue 30, go! Now, ready? Red 54, red 54. Go, go! Ready? Blue, ready, go! Now, ready? One, jet. Go! Ready? White 29, white, go, go! Here we go, ready? Ready, go, go! Now, ready? Ready, shift! Ready? Blue 85. Blue 85. Ready to go. Here we go. Ready? Black 18. Black 18. Go, go. Yeah, ready. Blue 30. Blue 30. Ready to go. Ready, ready. Red 24, red 24. Go! Go, ready. Blue 22, blue 20. Jet. Go, go. Ready. White 53, white shift. Go, go. I'm ready. 129, 129. Hey, move. Ready, go. Ready. Red 18, red 18. Go, go. Here we go. Ready. Red 80, red 80. Jet. Ready, go. Yeah, ready. Black 88, black 88. Ready, go. Ready, ready. Black 14, black 14. Chip. Ready to go. Go, ready. 180, 180. Go, go. Ready. 85, 85. Ready to go. Yeah, ready. Black 18, black 18. Go. Ready. Blue 30, blue 30. Go, go. Here we go. Ready. Red 54, red 54. Go, go. Go, ready. Blue 22, blue 22. Ready, go. Ready, ready. White 53, white 53. Go, go. Ready, go! Down, ready! Red 54, red 54, go, go! Ready! Blue 22, blue 22, ready, go! Here we go, ready! White 53, white 53, ready, go! Down, ready! White 29, white 29, ready to go! Ready, ready! Red 18, red 18, go, go! Down, ready! Red 80, ready to go! Ready! Black 88, black 88, go! Down, ready! Black 14, go, go! Ready! White 80, Here we go, ready! Ready, five, okay? Go, go! Down, ready! Black 18, ready, go! Ready, ready! Blue 30, go, go! Down, ready! Red 54, ready, go! Ready! Blue 22, blue 20, ready, go! Down, ready! White 53, white 53, ready to go! Ready! White 29, go, go! Here we go, ready! Red 18, ready to go! Down, ready! Red 80, go! Ready, ready! Black 88, go, go! Down, ready! Black 14, shift! Go, go! Ready! White 80, ready, go! Down, ready! Blue 85, go, go! Ready, ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Shift. Go, go. Go, ready. Wide 53. Wide 53. Hey, move. Why did he go? Ready. 129. 129. Go. Now ready. Red 18. Red 18. Go, go. Here we go, ready? Black 88, Black 88, ready, go! Now, ready? Black 14, Black 14, go, go! Ready, ready? 180, 180, ready, go! Ready, go! Now, ready? Blue 85, Blue 85, ready, go! Ready? Black 18, Black 18, ready, go! Yes! Ready? Blue 30, Blue 30! Hydro, Hydro, go, go! Here we go, ready? Red 24, slash, slash! Where did he go? Now, ready? Blue 22, Blue 22! Ready, go! Ready, ready? One, go, go! Go, ready? 129, hey! Go, go! Ready? Ready, go!